Obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go now.
Now Castle. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So one quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Here we go now.
Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should. Could have had it. Third down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it is now 21-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. DeMarco Murray and company heading back onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
Yeah, as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left. Looking at a third and about 9 to go. He may try and run for this. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. First down to run with Lynch. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brian Orakpo, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man. That's
your guy. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Here we go now.
Here's Castle. Amaro's got it, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To Decker over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. 39.
former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aldon Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball well. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's 2nd in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Now let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Titans have really struggled out of the gate here. The Raiders have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders on 1st and 5. They run it here with Marshawn Lynch. And this run goes for a touchdown as they move out in front, 14-0. Now midway through the second, Carr is going to find his mark, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. Later on the drive, they'd stall out, settle for a field goal. Now 1st and 10, Mack's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back up to Nashville as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.